You asked me to figure out where this video was recorded, so I did. Hi, I'm Jose Monkey, and I find people who ask to be found. This video isn't actually a video. It's a photo, and it's one I've been trying to locate for a while. Here's the photo. So what can we see? On the right, we can see this business with a very difficult to read sign. On the left, we can see a set of signs for some stores that are here. They were pretty difficult to read, but I managed to read two pieces of it. On the right, we have what I believe says State Beauty Supply. And on the left, I'm pretty sure it says donuts. Just donuts. We can see a sign on top of this tall building on the left here, but I couldn't read anything on it. The symbols at the top didn't even look like letters to me, at least not Latin characters. I was starting to wonder if they were like Korean or Chinese characters or something, but I figured that was just my imagination filling in the gaps. We can see this other sign, which is also unreadable. And really the only other details I noticed here were this building that looks like a church off in the distance here, and the fact that we could see what looks like snow on the ground. The donut sign probably wasn't going to help us. Without a business name, it was just too generic. I tried to look at that business on the right-hand side again. I eventually decided that the sign on the end of the building looked like it said antiques. With that in mind, I looked at the sign on the front of the building again, and I thought that maybe it said something antiques mall. But that was like the least helpful part. I needed a name to search for. So State Beauty Supply seemed like the best lead. According to their website, State Beauty Supply has over 250 locations in 17 different states. And I didn't even know which of those 17 states we were looking at. Based on the fact that I could see some snow on the ground, I decided to focus on the northern states first. There were only a handful of locations in Montana and Wyoming, so I checked those out quick and ruled them out. Nebraska appears on their list, but they don't actually have any locations listed there. So I just kept working my way east across the northern states, looking at Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, but I wasn't finding it. I got frustrated with the brute force approach, and I tried to just do searches for antiques mall near beauty supply or beauty supply near donuts. I mean, I tried every combination I could think of, but I wasn't getting anything. I ended up taking a break from this one and telling myself I would come back to it. And then, as always seems to happen in situations like this, I totally forgot which locations I had looked at and not looked at, so I kind of had to start over. When I did start looking again, I told myself that maybe I had narrowed my search prematurely by ruling out some of the southern states. I figured I wasn't going to see snow in Texas or Louisiana. And that's when I found myself wondering whether or not it snows in Oklahoma. I realized I didn't know. So I Googled it and discovered that yes, it does snow in Oklahoma. Based on that, I decided to start looking at the State Beauty Supply locations in Oklahoma. And there were like 30 of them. But I didn't have a better approach, so I just started going through them one by one. And I had only hit the 4th location when I brought up this map, which made me audibly gasp. Because as soon as I looked at it, I saw the donut shop and the antique mall, and I knew it had to be right. And it was. You're facing south on this street in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. I used Google Street View to confirm the wide view from your photo, and also to confirm the details of the antique shop, the beauty supply and the donut shop, the church steeple, and the sign at the top of that tall building, which was in English after all. Guys, please like and share, and if anybody else would like me to figure out where one of their videos was recorded, tag me in a comment on that video.